A sold-out crowd inside Coca-Cola Coliseum, ready to witness history as they chase the championship. The PWHL playoffs are underway. In Toronto with possession. Brittany Howard play it down. Emma Malte already buzzing around the net of Hensley, kept out by Melissa Channel. Quick touch by Grace Zumwinkle. The rookie leading scoring for Minnesota this season. The only player as well to score double digits when it comes to goals. Came away with 11 on the season. Toronto setting up. Natalie Spooner on the ice. She's already driving the net right in front. She's hoping to connect with Turnbull in the slot.
Well, Turnbull driving the net already. You know you're going to see that from her. Natalie Spooner just looking for her on the doorstep.
Allie Monroe working down low along with Hannah Miller in blue. Turnbull once again. Toronto working out of their own end. The #1 seed taking on the #4 seed by choice. And right in front, Abby Boreen, you're going to have to watch for her. Another shot on Campbell. She turns it aside. Allows Toronto a chance to move out, but not quite. Lee Steckline has other plans. She'll dump it. Minnesota goes for a change.
Well, that's just a heavy forecheck, and you knew you were going to see that from them. Troy Ryan was prepared for that. His team has been working on breakouts all week to get ready for the forecheck that Minnesota throws at you.
Quick shot off right from the draw. Brittany Howard, and she'll get it back again. Feeds it out to Jocelyn Larocque, back to Howard. She goes for it in the glove of Hensley.
Some pretty good puck movement from Toronto up top. Jocelyn Larocque opening up Brittany Howard. Howard, who is no stranger to playoffs and to winning, and she was with the Toronto Six last season, gets his high shot off on goal. Hensley sees that all the way and can freeze that.
Howard's been on a little run herself the last few games coming at this, but it is playoffs. Bit of a different feel. Sarah Nurse down low, trying to find some space. Gets it back out to Howard. Recollects herself, takes the shot in the front. Howard again. Toronto grabbing those second chances.
And that's all started by Sarah Nurse. And sometimes we forget about her with how good a season Spooner's been having. She's second in the league in scoring.
Last game scoring her first home goal. 10 of her goals this season on the road. Sarah Nurse as well, clutch for Toronto, scored both of the game winners in overtime. Only 2 of their games actually ending in the 3-on-3 overtime. Different format for the playoffs, but right now we're in the opening frame. A neutral zone battle off the wall. Fleming comes away with it. Looking for Cunnin. Kept out by Allie Monroe. Pressure. Callie Flanagan. Steckline from the point. She puts it down low off the end boards. Cunnin goes to collect. Feeds back to Budarak. Right in front. Toronto gets out of their zone.
That's a Minnesota line you know is going to be a hard-working line, and a line that is great on the forecheck.
Here comes Natalie Spooner, steals it, passes to Fast. Forced to circle back. Taylor Heisey with that pressure. Victoria Bach. Taylor Heisey takes it away now for Minnesota. She was looking to carry it through.
Oh, she just held on to it a little too long, and Toronto converged that puck. She's got to move a bit faster.
Fast to Vasco. Rebecca Leslie on her birthday. The quick play, she's turning 28. Larocque feeds it out. That one just skims by. Quick movement there. Alexa Vasco with the shot. Bach gets it back. High slot. Deflected into the end boards. Toronto maintains the pressure.
Toronto with another good scoring chance. Not Jocelyn Larocque jumping in.
Oh, that's a big stretch pass though. Coyne Schofield blocked in front. Flanagan took it off the leg and got the pass out to Connors, but Abby Boreen, he was looking to send it deep there for Minnesota. Callie Flanagan gets it back. Steady start here in the first period. First ever PWHL playoff game. Michaela Cava comes flying in. Soft pass there, right in front, cleared out. Kept in front. Claire DeGeorge out to channel, back to Jakes. Looking for another lane. There's the shot, kicked out. And Toronto, good on the clear there. Caitlin Willoughby, she's on the third line. Played many of her minutes as the 13th forward this season.
Now, Troy Ryan's been really happy with what she's brought to this team and the work ethic, the way she's been as a teammate. He offered her a reward on the third line, and she's been great there.
Malte with a good takeaway finds Howard. She's going to work it off the near wall. Howard with speed. Shoot! Big save by Hensley. And that gives Minnesota a chance the other way. Grace Sumwinkle. She stopped short by Malte. Back behind Denisa Kryzhova now. Trying to work for it in the white jersey. Demi Howard. She's looking to get it to Malte.
There's a smart play just to flip it over in there and see if she can create something.
Sarah Nurse back at it from the goal line. Grace Zumwinkle now. Centering feed to Kryzhova. No one on the near side. So here comes Renata Fast. She's got some room, takes a sharp angle. And that'll find Hannah Miller. Miller to Spooner. Spooner to Turnbull. And that one, the crowd feeling the moment inside the Coca-Cola Coliseum.
I think you're going to hear a cheer every time Spooner gets that puck on her stick. They know she's dangerous.
Shots on goal. A little low. Right now, Toronto with the edge, 3-2. Jakes has it again. Looks for the lane. Coyne Schofield was there. Hannah Miller just scoops it up, finds Turnbull. Toronto looking for a chance. Turnbull in the slot. Just got Spooner down low. Collects it behind the net that time. Minnesota able to get out of their own end. Now Coyne Schofield looks for Taylor Heisey. Heisey, that one just off the glove. Back out, Jesse Comfer takes it away for Toronto.
And there's Taylor Heisey's ability to get the puck in traffic and get it back out and get that shot off.
And she's able to keep that pressure out of their own end. Minnesota going for the change. Lee Steckline, of course, putting up so many minutes this season. #1 for ice time.
Yeah, she leads the league in time on ice, and she's just steady on the D side for this team and can shut down anyone. Big player, big stick, takes away pass lane. She's just incredible.
The Shepherds find DeGeorge. They were hoping to trade passes there, but LaRock, that one picked off. Claire DeGeorge looking for a lane. Cava in the slot, stop short. Mentioned the shots on goal. There's been so many block shots and, of course, takeaways from in the traffic. DeGeorge working with Shepherds, back down. There's Rebecca Leslie. Head coach Troy Ryan talking about the aggressive forecheck and how that's going to be needed. Leslie takes it away. Rebecca Leslie tees up, shoots in the glove of Hensley. First ever PWHL trade is for Sophie Jakes. Abby Cook, Susanna Tapany going the other way to Boston. But here's Minnesota looking to get back on the attack. Toronto tries to rim it around, but it's taken away nearly. Scoop back by Howard, finds Nurse. Below the goal line, Kelly Panic in the mix though. She's been steadfast for Minnesota this season as well.
She's just a great 200-foot player, so you can rely on her both ends of the ice.
And led the team in assists with 12 on the season. Taylor Heisey taking this draw for Minnesota. But it's Toronto that comes away with it. Malte working with Turnbull through the middle. She goes near side, looks out. Spooner, far side. Minnesota able to push back, clear the zone, but still working off the wall now. Turnbull. Heisey and Bookbinder. Keeping it out, but now Natalie Spooner shoots. She scores! Super Spooner. First player in PWHL history to score in a playoff game.
On who else just done everything for this team this year. And she gets a puck on her stick right now, and you know there's an opportunity for it to go in. This is just a beautiful shot. She takes a look, uses a D as a screen, and finds that far post. And it's that's a goal scorer. When you can use a defender, you know exactly where you want to place that puck. You see the opening. She fires that one just inside the far post.
2. Back to it. Victoria Bach, Emma Greco, and Fleming working around a clear. Budarak out of reach. It's offside.
Natalie Moore, history made. The first ever PWHL playoff goal comes on the stick of the person who scored the most goals all season. How did it feel?
I mean, it just feels to get on the board early and get on them. I think we were trying to do that. That was kind of our game plan, to get on them early. So to get one and kind of set the tone for here for the playoffs for us, it feels good. Home
ice is so huge. You have more than 8,000 people here watching. Could you hear the difference?
For sure. I mean, the shift before, I think they put that noise meter up, and I was like, wow, it's getting loud in here. So our fans have been amazing, and to get more fans in the stands here, we couldn't ask for anything more.
Thanks so much. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rob. That was On the Ice, presented by Discover. Minnesota now looking for the equalizer throughout their 4 games this season. In the regular season, there has not been a single scoreless period between Toronto and Minnesota.
It's a nice little touch pass. Renata Fast out to the middle of the ice there, and just recognizing that that's the open ice. That's where you're going to get out of the zone.
Now Leslie and Channel were going at it down low, near corner, but Nurse gets it back as Leslie down low.
Well, you expect it as these teams start to play each other quite a bit, that the physicality is going to increase, and Toronto might have just gotten away with one there as Channel got tripped.
Sheppers with control for Minnesota, sends it back out to Channel. Working with Jakes on defense for Minnesota today. Brittany Howard. Malte setting up, drop pass for Flanagan. She takes a sharp angle.
Well, you talked about that Sophie Jakes they've had a bit of a line-up switch, and Sophie Jakes came to this team. She was playing with Lee Steckline, and what a great way to bring a young player in, make her feel comfortable. When we talked to Ken Klee, he said, you know what, she's doing great, we're going to split them up, and now Lee Steckline can play with someone else. But you know, as a player that's a leader and gives you the comfort level to know that if you make a mistake, she's there to support you.
Kept him on the blue line now. Jack Brittany Howard. She looks for Malte. Some skilled stick handling. Just missed time, but Toronto certainly creating opportunities here. Right now, right in front. That one nearly snubbed by Campbell. Denisa Krishova doing the work.
A couple near misses on either end, and you know, for Toronto, you get that puck in the slot, you may want to pull the trigger, you make those cute kind of behind the back passes, and they're great when they connect, but they don't often connect.
Lee Steckline with patience. Gets it out to Coyne Schofield just as quickly. Blair Turnbull on the puck. Looking for Hannah Miller. Chases on fast. Coyne Schofield. Those are two exceptional, speedy skaters. From the point, Channel. And Natalie Spooner down the middle. Off she goes, backhand, saved. Give Spooner space, and she will take it. Melissa Channel.
I love the fact that she jumped to that space with great timing in order to get open for that pass.
Taylor Heisey now. Centering feed. Goes into the near wall. And on the chase is Jessie Comfer.
Well, Natalie Spooner once again getting another scoring chance. She got a goal just like this just the other day. And she gets herself into open ice at a good time. It's ready for that pass. She just can't get in. And that's a great defensive play by Melissa Channel. And there's a defender that is going to be solid in her own zone.
Finished the regular season 101 shots on goal. Only player to reach triple digits in the regular season there. Greco from the line. There's a shot hard. Another one, Budarak finds Cunnin near side. Minnesota with some time. from the blue line, goes wide. Allie Monroe pushed. Britton Fleming doing the work now. Buderak and Cunnin looking to dig out. Toronto working on a clear. Greco, the board battle.
This is the fourth line for Minnesota, and they've had a couple of really good shifts, sending heavy pressure, good offensive zone time.
Now the Kogan with the dump, and Caitlin Willoughby giving chase. Now Minnesota clear. DeGeorge have to work around Lorianne Rougeau.
It's a nice step up to run a bit of interference.
Michaela Cava has room. She's got a lane looking for the shot. It's kept out. Toronto clogging the slot. Sheppers to Bookbinder. She takes another shot. That one bounces up high. Goes near side, back to the line. Lee Steckline. She's got Bookbinder back again. Long shot off the body of Howard in front. Minnesota with sustained pressure here. Emma Malte to Knowles. Now they go. Steckline trying to keep it in.
Toronto needing a change to get a couple players off, but that's two good shifts from Minnesota back-to-back, getting offensive zone pressure, getting a couple shots through.
Zumwinkel's efforts stopped on the near wall. That gives Hannah Miller some space. Howard, she's had some good looks already. Sarah Nurse tries to steal it. Denise Krzyzova shovels it back. Grace Zumwinkel need to get her stick on it. Once again, Natalie Spooner. She'll take it away. Hannah Miller to Spooner. That stopped. Melissa Channel's been steady on defense. Certainly tracking Spooner's movements.
Oh, she's steady Eddie back there and very reliable.
And it is a homecoming for Melissa Channel in many ways. She's from Oakville, Ontario.
Played her junior hockey in Burlington for the Barracudas. Former Burlington Barracudas on the ice. Renata Fast as well.
She was a 10th round draft pick by Toronto. And Minnesota picked her up on waivers. Now Coyne Schofield looks for the pass. Boreen was right there. Victoria Bach takes it away with speed. She'll drive it all the way around. Looking to collect. Support from Flanagan near side. Rebecca Leslie. Plenty of room below the goal line. Vasco was in the slot, coming in for some support. Heisey. Coyne Schofield doing all she can. Out to Heisey now.
Good stick by Victoria Bach to break that up in the neutral zone.
Back and forth we go. Toronto with the lead right now. Listen, about 3.5 minutes left here in the opening frame. Minnesota looking for the equalizer. Heading into the locker room. Crowd chanting inside Coca-Cola Coliseum. It's the largest crowd for these two teams playing in a single game this year.
And that's a great thing for Toronto to be able to move venues and get a crowd like this. Said it sold out in 15 minutes, so the crowd wanted this game.
Renata Fast sends it back. Connor, what an effort there by Comfer. She dives, still tries to get the shot off. It's been a clean period so far as well. Renata Fast to Howard. That one nearly intercepted. Fleming looking up for Cava. Fast to Nurse. They're going to cut through the middle there.
That's a great job through the neutral zone once again to break that play up.
In with a speed. Sarah Nurse, but Bookbinder has other plans. Shuts the door on that. Minnesota coming in strong in the offensive zone, but can't quite set up. Minnesota takes this one in the offensive zone. Looking for the equalizer. Quick stick by Jakes. Keeps the pressure in Toronto's end. Now out Channel there to send it back. Denisa Krizova looking for room. Sarah Nurse takes it away. Gets the pass up to Natalie Spooner. Malte in the slot. What a block by Melissa Channel. Outstanding defense for Minnesota. Claire Turnbull out to Flanagan. Toronto gets another go at it. Miller on Bookbinder. Continuing. Trying to get that puck out. That allows Turnbull now. Keeps it in the zone. Kept away by none other than Bookbinder. Coyne Schofield. Drop pass to Boreen, now Heisey. Last minute of play in the first period. Minnesota here with a chance to potentially tie it up. Fleming to Greco. Shot saved by Campbell.
That's a great job by Campbell to make sure she holds on to that puck. They've got net front coming. She drops that, they could be in some trouble.
Toronto does have the regular season edge on that +5 goal differential against Minnesota, but right now, Minnesota with a chance to tie it. Krizova buzzing around the net. The stretch pass to Confer. Will get picked up by Sophie Jakes. Steckline. Up and away they go, Denisa Krizova. Her pass intercepted by Emma Malte. Outstanding rookie for Toronto this season.
A couple good plays already on this shift.
And there's the buzzer. Toronto will head into the locker room. First intermission with a 1-0 lead. Now we get set. Middle frame underway. Minnesota. They win the draw now. Get the puck out of the neutral zone. Jakes coming up on Larocque and Malte. Zumwinkle getting her stick along the wall. Board battle. Official, yeah, will whistle it down.
That's not one you see very often. A puck frozen along the wall in the neutral zone for a whistle, but nobody seemed to want to really dig in and push that one out. So they're going to start it all over again at center ice.
Minnesota, of course, looking for the equalizer. In the 4-game regular season series with Toronto, they scored 5-time goals. Zumwinkle to Panic. Really gets it past the pad. That one off the pad. Kristen Campbell getting tested early here in the second period. Zumwinkle, Jakes, looking down low to Panic. Some skilled moves, Denisa Krizova as well in the mix. Toronto coming out, Sarah Nurse carrying it over the lines. Got Malte with her. There's a chance right in front. She scores! Emma Malte gives Toronto a 2-0 lead. This is game 1, the PWHL playoffs.
Well, this is what we talked about, your second line being just as deadly as your first line. And Sarah Nurse, it starts from the breakout. She takes this puck. They've been under pressure. She takes a puck right in front of her own net. Talk about problem solving to get the puck out of your zone right through the middle of the ice. Attracts all sorts of attention and then dishes to Malte. Just a nice little patient cut to the middle. Malte stays wide on the wing. She dishes, and then Malte is able to walk in, find that 5-hole to put her team up 2-0. What a season these two players are having as well. Emma Malte, who was tied through the regular season with Grace Zumwinkle, top rookie scorers.
Certainly found her stride through that 11-game win streak for Toronto through the regular season. Natalie Spooner, quick to the puck. That's Emma Malte's first PWHL playoff goal. Flanagan fires it down. It's kept away by Taylor Heisey. Heisey gets it back off the stick of Flanagan. Heisey cutting through, weaving around, stopped short by Hannah Miller. There's a quick stick there. Boreen finds Coyne Schofield. Minnesota hungry to get on the board. They have never been down 2-0 to Toronto. Flaherty fires it off the end boards. She was looking for that support along the goal line. Miller cuts through, dumps it.
Monroe and Heisey behind the play, having a little go at each other as things tend to get a little physical in playoffs. They may have started already.
Michaela Cava, she throws it on Campbell. Open scoring against Toronto exactly 1 week ago at Mattamy. Now Jakes to Channel from the point. That one stopped close contact by Willoughby.
It's a great job to get in the shot lane.
Knowles, Rougeau as well. Doing some work. Clear it out, but Channel again. Across the blue line, Jakes. Comfer collects on the bounce. Now Channel through traffic. Stopped. What a bounce. Campbell makes the save. That was a close call.
Well, Minnesota with a really good bounce back. Some pressure to get that shot off. It's Taylor Heisey that takes a big hit as she tries to cut to the middle of the ice. Hannah Miller steps up with that hip check. Throws her off balance. Knocks her down. How about this point shot? They get this one through. Kristen Campbell battles to get her glove on it.
Their 12th home game, of course, one of the 12 being at Scotiabank Arena now. In the Toronto end, Cunnin couldn't get there fast enough. Fast on it. Loose puck. Fleming. Back of the line. Greco. Hard shot. Budarak. Back to it. Cunnin. This line getting some good looks, or at least bringing it close. Minnesota going to get on the board. Flaherty to Fleming. Back down to Sophia Cunnin. The line. Greco. Fast. Finds Bach. She uses the near wall. And that gives Rebecca Leslie a chance.
Well, tons of momentum once again from that fourth line for Minnesota. Get in, get on the forecheck, create all sorts of havoc.
And now Sarah Nurse below the goal line. Greco stops that effort. Kelly Panic. Kept out by Flanagan, bumped up now by Krizova. Effective physicality.
Well, that's the word, effective. That's a good little bump to free up space and win back the puck battle.
Sarah Nurse gets a hit and what a chance in front for Minnesota. First penalty of the playoffs.
Well, just when it looked like maybe the referees were putting their whistles away, they're going to call this one. Minnesota's going to go to the penalty box, and this Minnesota penalty kill has really struggled this season, and especially as of late over the 5-game losing streak. They operated at only 22%. See that hit after the puck was already released, and it's just that little bit away from the boards, couple feet from the boards, sends Nurse to the ice and Minnesota to the penalty box.
This power play brought to you by Royale Tiger Towel. Power through tough messes. Toronto on the power play. Renata Fast. Malte. They've been effective here. Fast looking for a lane. He's got Nurse, Spooner, net front. Right where she wants to be. And a quick bounce. Spooner was on it, but kept out Abby Boreen. Trying to do the work. Does it again. It's a good clear by Abby Boreen.
Well, that's what you want if you're Minnesota, is you got to get a couple breaks on the PK, and that one bounces around a bit, but they get it out.
Wayne Schofield trying to drive a short-handed effort. Here she comes. What a chance in the glove of Campbell. It's Toronto trying to work out of their own end. First power play. It goes to the team with a 2-0 lead. Maggie Connors sends it out to Flanagan. Flanagan doing the work. Off the end boards, Channel rims it around.
When you look at some of the personnel on this penalty kill, it's quite surprising that they've struggled.
In the skates, Connors now driving around the net. Looking for some support to the point, LaRock. She's got a lane. Gets it back from a block. Flanagan to Connors. Toronto looking to extend this lead. Flanagan from the point. Turnbull back out. Connors and Flanagan back to it. Force the outside. LaRock in front. Turnbull was going across the crease. Now Connors gets it back Leslie. Flanagan fires into the body of Panic. What an effort on the penalty kill for Minnesota. Comfer. And it's a good penalty kill for Minnesota. One shot on goal for Toronto.
Well, what a momentum boost for Minnesota. That's a great penalty kill, exactly what they needed.
And here comes the team in blue, Howard. Centering feed to Nurse. Bookbinder changes that story. Taylor Heisey. She's got space. Boreen with her as well. Shakes it off, finds Bookbinder down low. Olivia Knowles winning the physical battle there. Not quite. It's 6-on-5 right now. Toronto, the best penalty kill in the PWHL. That's how they ended the regular season. Perfect against Minnesota. Minnesota looking to change that here. A power play goal to have that lead in half.
Well, of course, Minnesota's power play that struggled as well, sitting 5th in the league. It's been specialty teams that have struggled all around for Minnesota this season.
Yeah, coming away with 5 collective power play goals. I mean, Natalie Spooner had 7 herself this season. Taylor Heisey, pass back to Jakes. Quick passes. Jakes to Heisey, back they go. Another chance, far side Zumwinkle can't get her stick on it. That one interrupted, Turnbull. To create that pressure off the wall. Now Jakes finds Heisey. Spooner on her. Back. Off the end boards that time. Fast. Flips it down.
You can see a little bit why the power play has been struggling. They're just not tape to tape, and it makes such a big difference when those passes are off even just by a little bit. Slows everything down. Gives the penalty kill a chance to get in lanes.
So Kelly Panic looking up ice, communicating with her team. I mean, this is a big opportunity for Minnesota. Get on the board.
Minnesota opted to make that change and just took precious seconds off of that power play.
And Flanagan finds a way to disrupt that effort, brings it all the way around.
Well, you start to see why you got one of the best penalty kills as well, and it's the read and react and recognizing when to jump on pucks and players and create turnovers, get the puck down the ice.
Panic to Kava and out to Krizova. Could feel she wanted that to connect. Steckline doesn't keep it in along the blue line. Creating some space. It's a good penalty kill. No shots on goal for Minnesota when they had their first power play of the game. Samantha Kogan trying to cut through.
And once again, you draw momentum off of those opportunities. And so for Toronto, you kill that penalty, you get back to 5-on-5.
Toronto certainly finding a way to cut possession time in the small chunks here. As Malte cuts through. Shots on goal still quite low for both these teams at this point of the second period. Just 9-8, and we're approaching the midway point of the second. Malte sends it around Turnbull, far side to collect. DeGeorge. That gives Melissa Channel some space. Turnbull, one-timer. Jumps on that loose puck. Claire DeGeorge flips it down.
Well, you talk about generating offense, and that's one where you're just in the right spot for the turnover. Toronto gets that shot, misses the net, but a good opportunity.
Claire Turnbull, Toronto's captain, composed out there. Head on Leslie. The play on.
Taylor Heisey using her body in a really good way to separate player from puck, make that hit.
You can forget Taylor Heisey's big 3-point game, first meeting with Toronto, 2 goals, but now Maggie Connors looks to create some momentum. Abby Boreen fires it down. Abby Boreen aggressive on the forecheck. Big draw here for Minnesota, goes Toronto's way, fast to Larocque. A cross-ice pass connects with Caitlin Willoughby, just out of reach of her stick. Emma Greco, some good defense. On the line, Larocque. Greco to Budarak this time. Nearly bumped off the puck. Neutral zone play, and Fleming just losing her balance along the blue line.
Well, just doing everything to get back on side, see if she could recoup that loose puck.
Hannah Miller, Toronto in Minnesota zone. Looking to extend their lead. Rougeau, Turnbull, shoots in front. No tip in there, Hensley with the cover.
Hannah Miller, who initiates a great scoring chance for her team, but starting with the battle in the corner, she wins this battle, gets the puck up top, and then goes to the front of the net, gets right in front of Hensley, takes away her eyes. Hensley does a good job to grab that rebound because Miller is right there on top of the blue paint.
Hannah Miller, 1 goal against Minnesota in the regular season. Zumwinkle gets her stick on it. On the chase, Minnesota. On the attack and a chance in front. They shoot and they don't score. What a stop by Campbell.
Well, you talk about grade A chances, and this one is point blank in front. Campbell has to make her biggest save so far of the night. This one comes off of a turnover. Minnesota just flips this one out front. Kelly Panic. That's a beautiful pass. Zumwinkle and Krzyzova both converging on that puck. See Zumwinkle get that little look to say, how did I miss that?
It was hers for the taking. Campbell shuts the door that time.
But how about Kelly Panic in the corner taking that quick little look over her shoulder? She knew she had players in front of the net.
Minnesota has goal scorers. Zumwinkle's one of them. Very skilled, lots of finesse. Especially at that start of the season when they came out so hot out of the gate. Zumwinkle, the very first player to score a hat trick in the PWHL. Driving the action. There was a natural hat trick at that. Cava and Steckline. In Minnesota, the only team to win their inaugural home opener as well.
Well, they started off hot. January was a good month for Minnesota. They flip-flopped throughout the course of this season.
Of course, opposite was true for Toronto. And now here they meet in the playoffs. A chance for Minnesota. Not quite. Quick work by Howard. Chase is on. Chance for Minnesota. Cut that lead in half. Jakes. To find some space, but Larocque smothering. Point Schofield, Minnesota captain. She's feeling pressure from Nurse and Fast. Abby Boreen out to the line, channel. Down low, Point Schofield. And Toronto takes it the other way, Malte.
Channel with a good step up once again. Slow Malte down. She's got so much speed. You don't want to let her get in the head of steam.
Taylor Heisey now. She's looking for the pass. Blocked. Deflected. Fleming goes to collect. But once again, Minnesota deep in their own end. Comfer and Connors swarming along with Willoughby.
Well, you start to turn that puck back too many times, you're going to bring yourself under a lot of pressure.
Budarak trying to jump to it. Boreen. Minnesota doing all they can to cut through. Fleming now. Drop pass. Shot. Hard up the bodies. Back below the goal line yet again. Toronto looking to clear. Greco. Pushes it back down deep. Minnesota from the point now. Greco trying to shake off Connors. Cunnin, Budarak, wrap around, stopped by Campbell. Hot off the draw, Zumwinkle fires it. Finds the near corner, gives some space, fast coming in hard on Panic. Minnesota still looking to get on the board, approaching the final 5 minutes of the second period. Looking for that big boost going into the locker room, but Turnbull and Spooner back again, they score! The captain with her first PWHL playoff goal. And it's a big 3-0 lead for Toronto.
Well, we said the big guns had to be big in this game, and they have been for Toronto. They break out with speed. They enter the zone with speed. This goes off Turnbull's foot, but this is a good goal. But it's the speed that they bring to enter the zone that puts everyone under pressure. Turnbull drives the net hard, potentially under pressure as well, and they're able to find another one into the back of the net. Once again, it's those two top lines that have been outstanding for Toronto.
There's Turnbull. Had 3 goals in the regular season. 2 of them came against Minnesota. And now our first ever PWHL playoff goal.
It's always impressive when a player can do that. They don't score a lot of goals throughout the course of the season, but they can really put it together for one opponent.
Minnesota trying to get back to where they were, creating momentum. Heisey and Coyne Schofield bounced off the near wall. Melissa Channel picks it up. Turnover created by Vasco. Now Rebecca Leslie. She was looking back for Bach, but that gives Minnesota some space. Send that puck down deep. Coyne Schofield, Heisey. Allie Monroe with a quick stick.
Well, there's the key, and you said it, that they're trying to find space, and Toronto is doing such a good job of taking it away through the neutral zone and in the defensive zone.
And Vasco flips it up. Minnesota looking for a stretch pass up. Now a chance, Michaela Cava coming in close. They're right in front of the net. And still, Campbell, clutch, able to maintain a 3-0 lead here for Toronto.
Well, Minnesota finally exposing Toronto as they step up aggressively, and I love the aggressive step up, but this time they chip it by, they create a 2-on-1. Cava just cannot get this puck across. Knowles does a good job to interrupt this play. Rougeau steps up through the neutral zone. It's just that quick little chip.
Olivia Knowles looking to clear it as Connors takes a spill. You could give Minnesota some time here. The Toronto zone, G. George and Cava still trying to create an opportunity near the goal line. Bookbinder caught up with Connors. Comfer back to Knowles and Rougeau far side. Canada West Series are best of 3. Before, of course, getting to the national championship. Pressure along the wall, keeping the play to the outside. Now cutting through the middle. Comfer, Connors. Toronto has had 3 shots so far in the second period and 2 goals. Sophie Jakes over to Cunnin. That one's sent back. And here comes Turnbull. She's got a goal, looking for another, drives the net. So clean on the edges, back again. Looking to sneak it by. Hoping to get it over the pad. And Turnbull, as she seizes any and all turnovers.
Oh, and that's where she's dangerous on that wide drive. Drops the shoulder and tries to cut to the net.
Nicole Hensley plays it. Certainly tough in the numbers when you look at shots on goal so low for both these teams. In the regular season, they were averaging far more than this, but Toronto certainly effective. Just 11 shots on goal, 3 goals, and now a chance from a long shot. Campbell reads it. Of course, the crowd reacting with a deep bellowing soup anytime they're pleased with her performance.
Well, she's seen the bulk of the action this period, and Minnesota has had to play territorially, which is have not been able to solve Kristen Campbell. And Toronto's done a good job once again of pushing things outside and getting in shot lanes, blocking shots.
Minnesota is a team that has certainly had strong third period performances as well. Here comes Kelly Panic. She's looking for a chance. Oh, Boreen in front now going Schofield. It's blocked. That was hard off Flanagan. Rebecca Leslie.
Well, that was just a smart play, and we've seen a couple of very intelligent plays from Kelly Panic. That shot, putting it on net, looking for a rebound.
Final minute here in the second period. Both teams had a chance on the player advantage. Both teams coming through with good penalty kills. It's offside. Monroe trying to fire that one down.
Hogan may have the hit of the game. Blair Turnbull with another good rush, another opportunity. This is a 2-on-1. I don't think she realizes she's got Miller wide open. Drops the shoulder, tries to cut to the net, just can't find that lane. Kelly Panic on the other side of things. She's pushed to the outside. She's got her head up. She throws that off the far pad, looking to generate a rebound, and she almost doesn't. How about that hit? That's a beauty hip check by Sam Hogan.
We expected the physicality. Of course, now you've got the finesse of all the regular season play, getting used to those hits. Here comes Sophie Jakes to change it up. Get Minnesota on the board. Taylor Heisey. Backhand drives the action right in front. Michaela Cava. The second chance. Channel. That one off the body of Howard. She's on a breakaway. Brittany Howard. Stop short. Good play by Sophie Jakes. She couldn't score, but she stopped Toronto from getting another one now. Melissa Channel.
Sophie Jakes just so smart with her stick, getting to the right side to take away Howard's stick.
A strong second period for Toronto. Minnesota, though, doing all they can. Minnesota staring down a 3-goal deficit to start the final frame in regulation. And we are off. Toronto, first touch on the puck. Emma Malte already with a goal in this game. Minnesota looking to regroup. They outshot Toronto in the third, and there's a chance in the second, rather. Getting in close to Campbell, but just off the pad.
I'm pretty sure Toronto put that one on their own net.
Jimmy Howard and Malte now. In comes Kelly Panic. Cross-ice pass is not connecting LaRock. Also with her first PWHL playoff point. Assist on Turnbull's goal. And Minnesota in front. Coyne Schofield can't get her stick on it. Heisey back to Coyne. Right in front. Cava's there. Another chance. Minnesota patient with it. But away comes Blair Turnbull. She'll cut through. Turnbull swapping with Spooner. For Toronto, they get it back. Miller fires at Bookbinder. It's a skate on to deflect. Gives Minnesota a little bit of space. Steckline and DeGeorge just trying to keep it away from Turnbull. In the neutral zone, right in front of Minnesota's bench. Steckline fires it off the end board. Now Liz Shepard's right in front. DeGeorge! What a save by Campbell! DeGeorge was set up to strike. Willoughby and Connors. And you go on the far side. Willoughby sends it around. Renata fast. Toronto on the attack.
Well, I think if you're Toronto, your goaltenders bailed you out a couple times right now. They need to turn their game around. They got 3-0 advantage on the board, but they don't want to sit back on that. It's a long period.
It's creating good habits as well when you look at a series. And Connors with a shot in the glove of Hensley.
Oh, and you're absolutely right about that. It's the habits that you build, because this period is going to lead into the next one, which is game 2. Claire DeGeorge with a scoring opportunity. Cross corner dump. That's a good dump in. Minnesota gets there first, and then Campbell has to be tough again, get post to post. It's winning that race, so that ultimately sets this up. DeGeorge on the back door. Campbell comes across fast.
These two teams have never had a scoreless period between them in this inaugural season, including, of course, this first PWHL playoff game. And Minnesota's always managed to get on the board.
You look at some of the offensive weapons this Minnesota team has, and you're not going to hold them at bay for too long when you're giving them point-blank chances.
Kelly Panic collects it off the far wall. In quick is Bach to create some chaos. Kruzova catches the wall. Fast, patient through the legs. Gets to Vasco and out to Leslie. And now a chance, Victoria Bach. It's wide. Leslie working with Bach down low. Melissa Channel gets it out of harm's way for Minnesota. Setting up some space for Grace Zumwinkle, tracking her every move is Allie Monroe, but a good hit by Zumwinkle.
Zumwinkle's just looking for some reinforcements, and everyone went to the bench for a change.
And a Steck line over to Bookbinder. Long shot hard off the pad. Coyne Schofield takes the hit. Now another chance right in front. Heisey. And she gets caught up on Victoria Bach.
Coyne Schofield is buzzing down in the offensive zone, and she's net front, just looking to pick something up.
And she wants that goal. Now Michaela Cava setting it up for Heisey. Pass interrupted. A big bounce, and Campbell covers it up. A big opportunity here. Toronto does win defensive zone draw, but Abby Boreen just flying down the near side and get her stick on a DeGeorge as well, working it off, but Toronto comes away. Howard and Malte. She'll take the long way around. And that one blocked by Sophie Jakes. Sophie Jakes, who's playing this first PWHL playoff game in her hometown. She's from Toronto. And Emma Malte gets it back, takes it far side, rimmed around fast. To it, not quite.
Oh, that's a smart play. Malte realizes she's got nothing with her. Rims it around, just change the point of attack. Fast is coming in, just can't corral that puck off the boards, but it's a good decision.
Turnbull rather, and Spooner. Let's call them Turner, why not? The duo that connected on that third goal for Toronto back out, but just keep the puck back in Minnesota's end.
Absolutely, right now. You got 15 minutes in this period. You still want to play, but you keep it simple. Should be the rule of the game right now.
Comfer with a quick stick, now driving the play behind the net. Strong tracking by Jakes. The rock far side. Another chance. Spooner in front off the pad. Spooner just waiting. She's already got 2 points on the night. Open scoring here.
She's a tough player to take when she's down low like that. She's big, she's strong, she's got great hand-eye coordination.
And she's got so much practice in that space this entire season. Willoughby fires it around. Minnesota still looking to get on the board. Game 1, best of 5. Denisa Kruzova now battling to get it out. Here comes Grace Zumwinkle. That one stopped short in the neutral zone.
Another great stick through the neutral zone.
Bookbinder sends it around. Minnesota setting up now. Can't keep the puck.
Well, Minnesota's got so many players that have a lot of speed, so Toronto taking away that ice through the neutral zone is slowing them down, taking a lot of their game away.
Here comes Grace Zumwinkle, not quite again. Bach with the steal, Kruzova with a touch. Zumwinkle gets there first, but no control. Leslie now. Just shake it off. Rebecca Leslie had some chances. It is her birthday today. What a way to celebrate.
Well, no better place than to be at hockey on your birthday.
First PWHL playoff game. Fast, looking up ice. She's got Sarah Nurse. Greco staying in step. Now Heisey. Taylor Heisey talked about that speed. She's going to put some on. Nurse with a stick. Disrupts that play. Coyne Schofield creating some space for Heisey. Not quite. Hensley out to play it.
Well, there's that speed we were talking about too, and it looked like Heisey had a step on Nurse.
He's so good driving the action. Unable to fully capitalize on it yet in this game. Back out, Cava and Heisey. Here's another chance. Heisey has Quinn Schofield down low. She drives in front, deflected off the bodies. Howard gets her stick back out of the line. Melissa Channel now through traffic, up in the air and in the netting. Malte looking for some space, and Quinn Schofield, of course, just buzzing around, aggressive, shorthanded. They did have a chance shorthanded the last time they were out in the second period.
She's definitely a player that could get you a shorthanded goal with the speed that she brings.
A jailbreak, and of course it would just mean so much right now for Minnesota. Going to get on the board, approaching the halfway mark of the third period.
That was great body position by Renata Fast down that wall as well. And her and Quinn Schofield have a real history of going head-to-head in physicality.
Now Sarah Nurse playing it over to Malte. Spooner down low. Spooner, of course, leading the league in power play goals in the regular season. Toronto 5-on-4, Turnbull. And for some space, Flanagan. He's had a power play goal against Minnesota in the regular season. Over to Connors. Looking for a lane. Turnbull down low along with Leslie. Larock, back they go. Flanagan takes the shot. Greco with the block. Forces the puck out. And the attention. Hensley with a quick play. Now Jesse Comfer. Lee Steckline. 20 seconds left. Toronto's second power play of the game.
I think they got a little miscued on that one. Comfer throws that puck down low. I think she thought she had support. She gave it right back to Minnesota.
Sarah Nurse. The point on the night already. Malte trying to get around Bookbinder. Another good penalty kill for Minnesota. Allowed no shots on goal.
Oh, that's just huge for them.
Out in front, but a quick steal. Howard! What a save by Hensley.
No!
Absolutely locked in, Nicole Hensley. But now still fighting from their own end. Heisey to Bookbinder off the far wall. Boreen. She gets around Vasco. Got to get around the official. And it's offside. They've had chances. They've outshot. They're out shooting rather Toronto right now. 22-15. Toronto in control. Turnbull down the middle. Finds Miller. The outside. Jakes with the stick. Back down low. Toronto's biggest lead over Minnesota. Working off the near wall. Minnesota looking to clear. Kept in by Spooner. Solid hit by Heisey.
Well, that one looked like it rattled Spooner a bit, but she gets right back up, goes back into the play.
Yeah, and Quinn Schofield, she's giving chase. Her path, of course, interrupted there by Spooner. Out on the far side, Minnesota with some room. Kelly Panic driving the net, just skims by. Not sure it even caught a pad of Campbell. Now Steckline down to Panic. Vasco just covering up, smothering any chances down that lane. Zumwinkle looking for space. Sends it back to Panic this time. Panic. And around Zumwinkle. Fast right on her. Krzyzova to the point. Bookbinder. Steckline. Shoots. What a block. Alexa Vasco. She goes up for that one.
Well, Fast, who plays Zumwinkle in the corner and then takes her right back to the front of the net, doesn't allow her to get position net front, getting into a position to screen.
Toronto looking to add to their lead. Leslie from the point. What a save Hensley denying a birthday goal for Rebecca Leslie. Push down. Toronto in their own end. Comfer. Connors and Monroe. And some room to move. Maggie Connors to Rebecca Leslie. Shoots. Saved again. Comfer goes to collect it. Finds Knowles. Minnesota just looking to get out of their own end. Change the momentum in the neutral zone. Less than 7 minutes left in regulation. Sarah Nurse.
Well, they really need to start pressing right now.
Abby Boreen stops Sarah Nurse in her tracks. Minnesota now getting in close, feeds it out, no one there to collect it, and Sarah Nurse jumps on it. She'll do all the work, Sarah Nurse. Looking for some support, has Malte. Liz Sheppers.
Sarah Nurse with a couple of really good breakouts when her team's been under pressure, gets the puck with speed, skates it out of the zone.
Yeah, how she set up that Malte goal.
Well, and that's just it. Sometimes when you're under pressure, you need the puck out of the zone. Can't pass it out, can't shoot it out. Someone with speed to skate it out.
Minnesota now, Cunnin, up on two Toronto players. And Jocelyn Larocque doing the work, finds Howard right in front. Cross ice, back the other way. Give Fleming some room, not quite fast, takes away her space. Toronto certainly not getting their foot off the gas, but now a chance. Britton Fleming looking for Budarak down low. A good takeaway keeps Minnesota on the attack. They're just looking to break through on the scoreboard here.
Well, Toronto's making it awfully hard, and Renata Fast goes into the corner with Fleming and preemptively gives her a little hit to separate her from the puck. And she's playing a tough game.
And Becky, you talked about it. The periods kind of roll into one another when you start looking at a series, and Minnesota definitely wants to finish strong. But here comes Samantha Kogan now, right in front, Miller. And her shot got deflected up high. Lee Steckline trying to shake off Kogan. Samantha Kogan coming out with so much intensity in this playoff game. Michaela Cava. Now a chance, Heisey. That goes around. Greco. Another chance to Taylor Heisey. Shoots in front. What a chance, Coyne Schofield. Driving the action. Another. And Minnesota just can't connect with the net. Greco finds Michaela Cava now. Some sustained pressure. Coyne Schofield back out to Emma Greco. The crowd doing the wave inside the Coca-Cola Coliseum.
This Heisey line has had a couple of good shifts, just looking for something. Once again, not getting anything really clean on net, but creating their looks.
It's a channel with a good clear. Forces Knowles and Rougeau to work it around. There's plenty of celebration in Toronto today, this very first PWHL playoff game. Officially proclaimed by Mayor Olivia Chow as PWHL Toronto Day, but here comes Grace Zumwinkle looking to make something for Minnesota. It just goes wide from the point. Bounce back. Sophie Jakes looking to set that up. Channel again to Zumwinkle. Drop pass, Jakes shoots, blocked by Knowles. She took that one hard.
That's a couple of really good plays by Knowles this shift.
And now in front again, a scramble, a save. And Toronto takes it away.
What a save, another big save.
Victoria Bach goes down, Sophie Jakes plays on. Feeds it to Sheppers, now Abby Boreen. She's gonna cut through, trying to set up Jakes. Bumped off the puck by Renata Fast. Another chance, Minnesota. That one into the far wall. We're less than 3 minutes left in regulation. Toronto now with a very confident, comfortable 3-0 lead.
I'll start to look for Hensley to get out of the net.
And in front. Minnesota only had a player advantage once in this game, a power play in the second period, unable to score on that. They were good on 2 penalty kills. Ultimately, Toronto able to get 3 even-strength goals.
Well, Minnesota needing 3 goals. You'd think they'd have their goaltender out of the net right now. They had offensive zone time. They had possession of the puck.
And so they'll play on. They'll look to finish strong in this game here. Michaela Cava, that one stopped short, and Jocelyn Larocque feeds it out to Maggie Connors. Heisey will take the face-off in the defensive zone and off the glass. Emma Molte, tenacious down low.
Oh, she's a wrecking ball, and when she gets in on the forecheck, and the fact that she can bring offense, she's got tons of skill as well.
Heisey looking to cut through, feeds it out to Cava. Cava shakes off Nurse, now back to the point and around. Channel, through traffic, off the pad. Coyne Schofield collects below the goal line. Heisey out for some space. Jakes, what a save! And Howard. Hensley still in net, less than a minute, or just over a minute left, I should say. So a decision by Minnesota to stay even strength.
Well, quite perplexing when you need 3 goals that you didn't have her out long ago.
Uzova. She's pushed off the puck, giving some space for Spooner. Toronto, knowing they've got this one. Miller with a shot and right in front. They score! Captain Blair Turnbull seals the deal. The 4th goal of the night, her 2nd of the playoffs.
Coronado Fast with a nice drop pass to Hannah Miller. And Hannah Miller, who just waits patiently to make sure that she's got the lane to the net, finds that lane between the defenders' legs. Blair Turnbull, who's crashing the goal, which she does so well. She gets rewarded, puts that one in to make it a 4-goal lead.
Toronto 4 goals, 19 shots on goal. And they get this one late in regulation. They never took their foot off the gas, but Minnesota certainly trying to play strong to finish this one.
That's just it with Toronto. They have not taken their foot off the gas since that 11-game win streak.
And DeGeorge feeds it through right in front. Sheppers, and Toronto still making all the blocks, and now looking to go the other way as the final minutes wind down. Campbell's certainly been incredible on home ice. She posted 3 shutouts on home ice in the regular season, and will finish with her first ever PWHL playoff shutout win, 4-0 for